Hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Chantel, and I'm so glad you clicked on this video. This is another part, of course, of Reading the Rainbow. So exciting. Okay, I am ready just to pick one. Give it a little shake. Green. Green could be something really good, or I feel like all of them would be pretty good. I don't know. I don't want to jinx myself. Shatter me. Ooh, okay. This is good. This is good. Okay, I know what you're thinking, Chantel, that looks kind of blue. I know, but because I had so many blue books, and this is semi-greenish blue, I'm like, we're gonna put in the green section. So, this is by Dahera Mafi, and I forget her husband's name, but he's also an author, so they're both authors, and I just think that's adorable. So, this one is, here she is. She's stunning. It just says Southern California with her family. I wish it said her husband's name. But I can. 329 pages. Okay, so that's relatively short. I do have annotation tabs here if I do want to annotate. Cool. So, the main character's name is Juliet, and basically everyone that she touches dies. Her touch is fatal, and it's like in a kind of a dystopian in the sense of like everything is crumbled, and then the reestablishment is like the new power or people coming into power, and they basically kind of like lock her up, and then um, they lock her up because they want to use her powers like for evil, and she basically like needs to fight to win her freedom. I can't talk. Fight to win her freedom. So I feel like this is gonna be really good. I feel like I haven't. Hopefully you can't hear those sirens. I'm so sorry if you can. I feel like this is a really good, like a very well loved YA. I feel like we need something like really fun. Ooh, let's do this one. It doesn't match, but it says that feminine urge to shut a book and scream, which I think is fun. This is from Cozy Reads Shop because I have so many of the bookmarks. I love them. They're adorable. But and very good priced. But let's read first line. Chapter 1. I've been locked up for 264 days. Okay. I feel like that's a really good line. So I'm excited. I will let you know when I've read something. I do have a lot of baking to do today, even though it is like 90 degrees outside. So that's fun. But I mean, it's from a pastor. I'm baking pies for him for his birthday, which is today. So it means it's an enjoy. I enjoy baking. It's an enjoyable thing to bake for someone that you really like love and respect and stuff. And he loves like the pies that I bake and stuff. So it's a good cause. It's just so hot that I just know I'm going to be like sweating in my kitchen. But I'm really excited to read this. I feel like I'm going to get through this really quickly. So this is the 27th. If I didn't say that. And my plan, my hope, is to finish this before August 1st so I can move on to other things. So, yay!
Hey friends, so I'm currently on page 42 of Shatter Me. It's chapter 7, and yeah, it's interesting so far. I don't really remember all that happened in the past when I read it the first time, everything that went down. So, and I didn't finish it the first time I read this book. So, I think obviously I will finish it this time, and because I'm really enjoying it. And also I got the 3 first books in a bundle on Audible for only 1 credit, which is a really good deal. So it's like 30 something hours of audio, and I have listened to pretty much, I've listened to every page I've read, so that way it's the same. I just put it to wherever I'm reading here, or if I'm listening only instead of reading or doing both, I mark each page to where I am, so I'm in the same place whenever I start listening or visually reading. But yeah, the audio book narrator isn't my favorite. She's okay. I kind of feel like her voice for Juliet is a little annoying. It's not like nails on a chalkboard irritating or annoying by any means, but it's not my favorite. I have heard better narrators, but then again, I haven't really heard her voice for other characters. So yeah, it's an interesting plot with the whole like she can't touch anyone otherwise they'll die, and then her meeting or kind of re-meeting someone from her past, and him like both of them just trying to figure out life basically. So it's an interesting concept. It's pretty grim so far, in the sense of it does talk about like it talks about death a lot. It talks about bodily fluids a lot, and I don't know what I can say on here or not. It does talk about that, not in a like super graphic sense, but it is kind of poetic with it in a way. So there's that, and there is talk of like someone being starved or like left for dead, that kind of thing. So I will say there is a little bit of trigger warnings in here, but so far they're not terrible, but as I go on they could get worse. But I think that if you read any kind of dystopian book, you should be kind of willing to read about those kind of things, because it's dystopian. It's about, you know, crazy times. So but yeah, I kind of want to finish this by tomorrow. I guess we'll see. More or less because tomorrow, or like by tomorrow evening, because tomorrow is the last day of July. So I want to finish my goal for July. I am currently sitting at 12 books out of 15. So, and I'm 40 something pages in. This book is only, what, 329 pages. So I feel like I can do it. And it's really quick. So I'm hoping I can, but that's my little update for Shatter Me. So far, I'm enjoying it. I will obviously update you when I read something.
Okay, so I am 186 pages into Shatter Me. Oh my goodness, so much is happening. It's really, really good so far. I'm really enjoying it. It's flying by super quick, where I only read like 10, 15 or 15 minutes, and I'm already I've read like 20, 30 pages, like just flying by. And I'm really enjoying that about this book, that I know some YAs can feel immature and so they fly by, but this doesn't feel like it's immature, so it's not, you know what I mean? I don't know how I'm explaining that well, but basically, I don't feel like it's dumbed down, because I don't like it when YA books are dumbed down, because teenagers are very intelligent and they can use critical thinking skills. So their books should reflect that they are intelligent human beings. And this book does that without it being overly complicated, but it still has a very interesting and complex world building system so far, like of what we have seen. And it's also pretty political, which I like a lot of times in books. I feel like either it can be overly world building or overly political, where it's too much. You're like, okay, can we please just have any other plot points? But this is good all the way around. And then the character aspects of it, it's so far it is more plot driven, not character driven, but it also does have a good sense of who the characters are and why Juliet or the other characters in this book, what their motivations are, who they think they are on the inside, that kind of thing. So I'm really, really enjoying it, and I'm hoping to finish this tonight so I can have another book off of my July reading goal, because I'm kind of falling behind, and it is. Oh my goodness, guys, it's been literally so long since I picked up this book. Today is September 7th, but I finished this book, Shatter Me, yesterday, September 6th. I just didn't get a chance to tell you about it because it was really late at night. Didn't feel like being presentable enough to be in front of the camera because of my PJs and all that stuff. My hair was all a mess, and I was ready to go to bed. So I figured while I look, average, I'll update you. I did finish this. I gave it 4 stars out of 5, so a very good rating. There were a few things in this book that annoyed me. First of them being Adam. Just feel like his character is such a stereotype of like what a tall, brooding, alpha male bodyguard soldier guy would be if he was like, 18, 19 years old. And it was like everything that someone else did when it came to Juliet, he was like on defense mode and like wanted to beat them up, and he was like blah, 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 constantly. I'm like, I found that really, really annoying. It was like it felt like every other page that was happening, and I was just like, can we stop, please? Like the possessiveness is tiring after a while. It's not like, oh, hee. It's like, okay, this is like the 5th time you've blown up on somebody about Juliet, and it's the same person or the same like 2 people over and over again, and it's annoying. And then on the other opposite end, Juliet was always like, oh my words, Adam is so good looking. I just like want to like kiss his mouth. I just like want to taste him. I just want to blah 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 all these things. I'm just like, girl, you're 17, calm down. Like, you're living in a wasteland. There's other issues going on, Juliet. And it, like, I know it's very poetic. It's to be kind of like her inside of her mind. It's very poetic. Like when it would mention something about Adam, it'd be like lips, lips, lips. Maybe this is not the book for me. Maybe I'm just a little too old for this book. But yeah, that was annoying. I did love Kenji. He was hilarious. I actually really liked Warner as a character too. I think he was a solid antagonist. He was solid. James's character was so cute, so sweet. I love a child. That kind of like is your not full comedy, but kind of brings that like softer side to a story. And then I liked the other ensemble characters and stuff. They were good. Yeah, overall 4 stars, more leaning towards like a 3.75, but I just rounded up to keep it a 4 because there was a lot of things I did like with this book, just not everything. Solid ending though. I definitely will continue because my interest is piqued, and I know a little bit what happens in the plot, like overall, just within the series. Like I know who's endgame when it comes to Juliet. I'm not gonna say anything because I think that's probably a spoiler, even though it's been out for a long time. Um, yeah, so I do know some things, and at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not gonna continue right now. I don't even have the other books. I have the other next 2 books on Audible, but I want to read them physically with my eyeballs and listen like I did for this one, or at least the last half of this one. So I want to wait until I have those books in my possession, but I can't do that until I put them on my shelves, and I'm not doing that because I'm on bookbind ban. Speaking of which, I did add the little tab, it's the little green one, in here, but my audio didn't record, so I had to refilm this. Anyway, yeah, those are my overall thoughts. It was good. It wasn't bad. It had some solid moments where I was like, "Oh my word, please, like, please don't die." Like, I know they weren't gonna die, but like, but then other points where I was just like, "Oh my word, like, stop, please." Yeah, like why is very much like that for me. Sometimes I'm like, "Oh my word, so much is happening." Plot. And there are times when like characters, why are you like this? Yeah, it goes back and forth, but solid reading experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it took me so long to read that book, but that's the way life is. Reading isn't linear, it's sporadic a lot of the time, and that's okay. So, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you want, comment down below if you've read the Shatter Me series, if you have similar thoughts to me, or if you disagree. I would love to hear a polite discourse on that. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, feel free to. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.